Airports braced for fresh protests against Donald Trump's temporary immigration ban, which a federal judge partially blocked by ordering authorities not to deport refugees and other travelers detained at U.S. borders. The ruling coincided with a wave of anger and concern abroad, including among U.S. allies, and rallies at major airports across the United States. Meanwhile, the U.S. president defended his decision to issue the executive orders temporarily barring refugees from 7 Muslim-majority countries entering the United States by describing the world as being in, quote, a horrible mess, unquote. Facing severe criticism for his decision both within the United States as well as elsewhere, Trump took to Twitter once again to justify barring refugees from Iraq, Iran, Sudan, Libya, Somalia and Yemen for a period of 120 days. The ban on refugees from Syria is indefinite.
Whatever America does today will have a universal reaction, which they do not understand. If Trump's policies are going to be very, very unfavorable for India also, and more than that, it is a humanitarian issue also, because for many reasons, people are to leave their countries and they are to seek asylum. So if America, one of the most developed countries in the world, if they say that we will not admit refugees, that too on religious basis, religious grounds, then it is most unfortunate. It is a shame, it is a disgrace on the America's democratic credentials and track record.
India will be only one of many countries to try and put some kind of pressure on the U.S. To reconsider these policies. Remember, this is only one of a number of executive orders or a number of policies Mr. Trump is signing or is intending to sign. The ban on 6 nations, according to the Trump government itself, could be extended to other countries as well. The second part of it is really that that these will affect not just Indians who are going to the U.S. directly from India, but Indian Americans from other countries as well.
When you get a leader of this kind who unashamedly uses all the base emotions and rouses all the base shameful emotions of a person to win an election, builds fear into them and uses fear and the kind of image of enmity of the other to win elections, then these kind of feelings will come up. I think it is a very, very worrying signal, and I'm not sure that the American government is actually going to understand what it is up to and stop it. I think they will only in some way or the other encourage, and that is going to be an extremely worrying thing. Let's hope it doesn't happen in the scale in which some of us fear it may happen, but it could happen in the US.
Well, the least said the better about Mr. Trump. He's the elected president of the United States of America. But I think that some of his statements, including the ban on visas to citizens of 7 Muslim countries, does not augur well, either for globalization or for a world, one world. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam was the philosophy that India gave to the world, and I think what the President-elect of the United States has said goes contrary to our grain and contrary to the unity of the world as a whole.